Now we're going to take the inserts we put in there we made. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out the letters. We found a pad of paper that's about the right size, and we're going to mark out where they're at and pre-draw them because it's easier to change once you have them marked out with pencil. And we're going to start marking this out.
I can erase if I get it wrong.
Yeah, we can erase if we get it wrong. So that's what we're going to do. We're start off drawing that, and that's the way you do a lot of stuff. If you're going to freehand, you'll draw your guidelines at the top and bottom so you know you're getting them same size, because what will happen lots of times when you letter is they're going to start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But with these lines in, you know exactly where to go. So we got the first line drawn out, and we'll figure out where the next line is going to go, and we'll draw a line there, leave a little gap between them, and then it's going to say garage sale and then Ithaca, and give an arrow pointing off to the left on this side, and then it's going to point off to the right on the other side, so no matter which way you see it from, you're going to see it. And then we're going to put these out on the highway so that they see it before they get to the city sign or the state sign that says Ithaca. So we'll say garage sale Ithaca and an arrow pointing, and then the next thing come up will be the street sign that says Ithaca and then how many miles, so they'll know. And then we can put one more coming into the village, because there's really only one way to come in unless you come in on a gravel road. So we're going to finish laying these out. And then you can kind of figure out, if you want to get them even, you can always find the middle and find the middle character. Like garage sale, it's got 6, so you'd put, if you want to do perfectly centered, you'd put a line down the middle, and you put your R from one side and A the other side, and you just kind of write them out that way if you want them perfectly centered. But if you don't care, just start wherever and let it go, as long as you have enough room. And the nice thing about this is there's 6, 4, and 6, so you could center them and be perfectly centered, but it doesn't matter. So there we go, and we have that, and we're going to start drawing out the letters.
I think I'll move it over a little bit. It don't matter really.
Yeah, you could probably move it clear over to here and still be all right.
Well, it'd be a wide paint. This game's so that can cover all this up. Okay. Oh boy.
Then you're setting it up so, because you have the width of the brush is the width of the letters, and you just trace right on
About an inch or so.
Yeah, then you're just going to trace, one side of the brush go right down here, and the other side of the brush down right down here, or on the other side or something.
Well, the brush is about this wide.
Yeah.
So it'll go like this, and then like that. And then I'll just put a thing for the A.
Yeah, it always says, like, every time you spell garage, it looks weird. Garage. No, we'll just finish up with the rest of it here, and we'll come back once we get all that drawn out, and then we'll go to the next step. Now we have this one all written out. It says garage sale Ithaca, and then it has the arrow down here. And now we're going to go ahead and start painting it. Now the paint we're going to use isn't a black, but it's a real dark blue.
Grayish blue.
Yeah, gray, blue. Still a good contrast against the white.
Yeah.
And we shook it up so we get a bunch on the lid, which makes it easy to dip that little bitty brush into it.
Some of this is a little much. Don't need that much. But now I got my brush further into it than I wanted, but
yeah.
Okay.
A C. Now it's a G.
Too far there with that A, I guess. Spread it out a little bit.
The crickets are going crazy, aren't they?
Yep. Sure sound like it. Chirping away. I heard that tummy growling.
You know, a lot of work to make up these signs, but these signs will last for years. And anytime you want a garage sale, throw up the signs and away you go. And they'll stand up to a lot of environment out in the sun and the heat and the wind and the rain. And
Hopefully.
you know, hopefully you don't have too many times of rain, but you know, you can get moisture forming at night. And there we go. One word down. Two more to go. Not quite halfway there yet.
Yeah.
So here's what the sign looks like after we have it all painted. And now we'll label the other side like we did before, and then it will then we'll paint it. So here's our one sign, and then here's the other sign from the one side, and then we can look at the back and see this one points the other direction, and we have this one points towards me. They both point towards me, so that's good. Now we're going to go ahead and put them in the frame. Well, we got them back in the frame. Now we're going to put a couple of screws on the outside just to hold it. They're a real tight fit. They probably wouldn't need anything, but you know, just to make sure. There's only 4 of them here, and So those should stand out. Nice big letters. So that we'll be able to see it from down the road. I always hated going to garage sales and have just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper stuck on a piece of board, you know, flopping around in the wind, and has some address on it, and can't even read the address, and it's not even the arrows, or sometimes there's an arrow and can't see them. This way, there's no way of missing this on the road. You can see it real well. Stands up. You'll be driving down there. Because the highway we're going to put them out on, it's what, 60 or 70 mile an hour. So you'll see garage sale, Ithaca, and then we'll put it right before the signs. It points down to,
Before the turn.
yeah, before the turn. And then before you get to the turn, you're going to also see the sign, the street sign that says Ithaca,
6 miles.
you know, 6 miles in. So you know, come in 6 miles. We'll put another one out on the road that says garage sale and pointing in here. Also, we're part of the garage sales in '92. It's a big thing to put together a booklet of different people that's in it. So there's maps in there, but this will attract a few other people besides that don't know about that. And now the next thing today is go ahead and set up for it, because it starts tomorrow, and we'll put these out. I'm not sure when we'll put them out. Maybe
Tonight.
put them out tonight, you know, in the evening, probably after dark, because
Hopefully.
we don't want them coming down late tonight.
Debbie's going to do that.
So there's the one. There's the other side. As you're coming up on it on this way, it's going to point to the left. If you see it from the road coming down the other way, it's going to point the other way. And then we have that. So we have our screws in there, and that'll hold it in. Now we're going to do the second sign, and our garage sale signs are done.